underneath the moonlight with stars shining bright. She went hop to her and spat on that thing. What a pretty sight. She polished my knob good with a twist and a glide. She made me go crazy every time she did it. What a wild delight. I think her name was Haley. Where'd you run? We were hotter than a summer's day, hotter than the...
What?
If you don't know about the Huck Tua girl, I'm going to be very upset because I'm making hats that say Huck 224.
I don't. I've been living under a rock.
You have been. So I know it's Pride Month and it's men's mental health month, but all we're talking about on the internet is this girl who was asked, what's that thing you do for your man that makes him always come back? She goes, you gotta do that Huck 2 and spit on that thing.
Oh, Lord.
That's all I've seen on the internet for like the last week and a half. And I'm like, you know what? Yes. Let's stop fighting and let's all just talk about the good things. Huck 2.
I'm sorry. I've been watching people implode.
I have been staying away from all that nonsense before I get dragged into it somehow.
Good.
That's all.
Good.
Hello everyone, this is the Geek Posium. My name is Darren from HentaiCake.com. We will be talking about video games, anime, technical news, and other things that are going on in nerd culture, and how it affects you and how it won't affect you. If you like our stuff, hit that share button, hit that like button, and of course, subscribe and that little bell.
Like, subscribe, all that nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm Shep. I'm wearing the Warren pants. So,
yeah, it has been a incredibly hot day today.
Yeah.
I cooked dinner, and when I finished, I had to take a shower.
I just got out the shower myself.
I made dinner. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna eat dinner, and I'm just sitting there in my own sweat, going, ugh, because I only air condition the bedrooms.
Oof.
So like, I'm just like, whatever. I don't need AC for the other rooms. Not necessary. I don't have any animals that need it. Let's try and keep the power bill down a little bit.
Now, I'm currently at my home in Virginia where we have air conditioning, central air.
Can't keep up.
And it is struggling to keep up. I think it must have gotten up to like 115 because like with the AC at 4 crank, it was 90.
Yeesh.
And like you'd feel it, it's blasting cold air, but it's just like not keeping up.
I feel that. All right. So I'm not sure. I messaged you earlier about the summer anime list. And I was making an article about it, but there's so much anime to write out. There's just so much.
You want me to just pull it up right now?
I didn't finish the article, so it won't. I didn't even bother with it. But,
I was just gonna pull it up on my anime list.
I mean, I have the full list of everyone who has what where, but the list that confused me were the animes that are not being picked up.
Oh, what's not being picked up?
We have Card Fight Vanguard Season 2 not being picked up.
What?
That was my thought process. We're live.
What?
Yeah. As of right now, it's supposed to premiere on July 6th, which is what, 2 weeks away? Something like that.
No one's picked it up yet?
No one's picked it up yet. Nobody's way to an up to an exploration hero, which is an isekai fantasy story. Dahlia in Bloom, crafting a fresh start with magical tools. It's a slice of life fantasy story. The Elusive Samurai, which is an adventure comedy story. Fairy Tale, the 100-year quest, not picked up by anyone. Which is a fairy tale.
You know what that is? That's Crunchyroll waiting to the last goddamn moment.
Has to be. But Crunchyroll has more anime on their docket than all the other providers combined. Like, just like I think High Dive only got like 4 or 5 this season. YouTube has one, which is weird. I saw YouTube TV picked up one. I was like, okay, that's weird.
What did YouTube TV pick up?
Himitsu no AI Pri, which is a magical girl show. It's
Okay.
actually premiering right now. You can watch it.
Okay.
I think. Let's see here. Is it premiering right now? No. This can't be right. Whatever. Anyway, but like Netflix grabbed 3, Max, HBO grabbed the Suicide Squad. It's the kind of thing.
Well, they
Hulu
were
also
going.
has it.
Well, HBO was going to grab it all along because that's a Warner property.
Um, but Hulu has Hulu doesn't have anything that's just theirs. They have like bits of everyone else's stuff, but they only grabbed 4 from this season, which is just so far. It can change. My ongoing problem is just the sheer difference. Like here, High Dive has 1, 2, 3, 4, has 5, and the only one I really care about is Plus Sized Elf. I mean, probably Oshi no Ko too for season 2, but Plus Sized Elf.
You probably not caring about our first article. If my wife became an elementary school student, which premieres in fall 2024.
Well, we will talk to that when we get to that. That was also a weird one. I saw that. I was like, okay. You know what's funny is I found the live action for that. I started watching it. Yes.
Why is it what?
There's
How
live
does that
action.
work?
I'm finding a lot of these web novels get a live action first, and if the live action does well, they'll make an anime.
Okay,
So
I didn't believe that.
And so that's what I'm finding, especially with a lot of these rom coms. A lot of these rom coms are doing this. That's what happened with Real Life. That's what happened with a bunch of other things.
Okay,
but
that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. But I saw the live action. And I'm like, this is adorable and creepy. So like, this is adorable and creepy as fuck.
It's like, what's that? There was a TNG episode where there was a TNG episode where all the adults got turned into kids. Where like some adults got turned into kids.
Mm-hmm.
And the weirdest, the weirdest one was it was Keiko O'Brien got turned into a kid. And right. You can just see there, you can just like Keiko just no sells and just goes about her life, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you see Miles just sitting there with his arms crossed, like, I want her to do well, but she's a 12. I love this woman, but she's 12. This is awkward as shit. And you're just sitting there like, the Irishman must suffer again.
But like just looking at the overall list, Crunchyroll has, let me just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34 licensed shows compared to the 10 total of everyone else.
Okay, when do we file a Sherman Antitrust Act complaint?
When they start raising their prices a little more. It's a little bit more. But 32. That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of these are just the second half of the current season. We've got Spice and Wolf, and then the slime reincarnated thing. And no, I think that's it. Actually, everything else is new. One Piece continues on.
Just One Piece always continues on.
My Hero Academia season 7. Like I said, like it's whatever. But I believe in High Dive, and their choice of the shows are always great and always great. I might not get to them till like the following season because I don't think they're as impactful. But when you watch them, like, this is a great show. Why did no one talk about this?
Yeah. They always grab like those great second tier shows.
Dangers in My Heart, Oshi no Ko.
Yeah, they may not be good, but they'll be either be entertaining as fuck, or they'll be like that under the radar really good.
Oh yeah. Like Dangers in My Heart was one of those shows for me. I'm just like, the show's great. Chef, watch it. You're like, this show's very creepy. Like, wait to episode 4. Just wait. It gets good. Like
I haven't watched it yet because it's just I couldn't get to episode 1. I was like, no.
Episode 1, he is edgelord McEdgelord. I will say that. He's the edgiest edgelord who's ever edgelord, and then finds his schoolmate in a fashion magazine, and then brings it home.
Yeah, I just can't get over edgy edgelord.
It's okay. He gets less edgy over time. He gets far less edgy over time. It's a very sweet story.
Yeah, it reminded me too much of people I knew in high school.
Not so much me, but I also I was around punk rock people, and so it was far more System of a Down and far less kill everyone.
Well, there was a lot of like most people were like Sode fans, but like I was a band kid, and band kids and theater kid like the Venn diagram of band kids and theater kids was a goddamn circle.
Probably.
And so theater kids always creepy.
I did marching band when I wasn't doing football. So there we go. All right, let's move on into the news unless you got anything else you want to discuss.
Actually, not really.
All right.
Been roasting. So first up, anime news.
So this is what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, this is what we were talking about. If My Wife Became an Elementary School Student premieres in fall 2024. This is an awkward as shit. Like, this looks adorable, but also creepy.
So let's before anyone freaks out, the title is a little misleading.
It's a reincarnation thing.
It's about a husband and daughter who the wife dies, and for about 4 or 5 years, they put their entire life on hold. They don't do anything. They don't talk. They're just depressed the entire time. Until one day, a little girl shows up at their doorstep and says, "I am your wife. What are you doing?" Like she's there to go and kick them back into gear, to go and live their life. Make her daughter go back to college. Make her husband work on getting a promotion instead of staying in the same dead end job forever.
Yeah, stop being neat.
Like, I need you to live your life. You need to move forward. You can't just sit here waiting forever. And it's a like I said, I've watched the live action. It's adorable. It's adorable. The only problem is whenever the husband and the wife are together in public, someone will go, you can't, someone will say something like, "Oh, are you with your daughter?" And she'll turn around and go, "No, I'm his wife." And he goes, "No." He runs off. He just runs off. Like, no.
No.
So
that's like. Have you've seen Gate, right?
Yes.
That's like the whatchamacallit, the girl, like the 12-year-old who's a noble that they need to secure her support politically.
Mm-hmm.
And so she decides that she's going to want to marry the Japanese ambassador. It's like, no. So she can still break it off. This is just a plan to get married. We're not doing anything. No. It's not what you think.
Because in ancient times, that's how you secured an alliance.
Yeah, that was normal.
Yeah. But there we are. That's that. Well, this is more modernized. I'm like, okay, this is funny because of like the little misunderstandings. But it's a very heartfelt, very warm show from what I saw from the live action. So I'm hoping that this premieres and it doesn't creep everyone out. I'm hoping it isn't super creepy.
Yeah, from what I've heard from people who have actually like read the manga, it's wholesome AF. It's just you gotta get past that initial.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you gotta get past the initial WTF.
Mm-hmm.
But people are already freaking out about it on Twitter.
Well, to be fair, those are the same people who figure out about everything on Twitter. Like these are the same people who need to just sit down and watch their same shows over and over and over again. Just sit there and rewatch RuPaul's Drag Race for the 100th time and let me enjoy my fucking show. I tell people all the time, you know what's great about anime? You don't have to watch it. At all. At all.
At all.
You can do whatever you want.
Video games, you don't have to play them.
At all.
You can choose not to watch them.
Mm-hmm.
You have infinite variety in choices now.
And because of streaming and Blu-rays and DVDs, you can just rewatch your old shit forever.
Forever. If I want to sit down and watch MASH for a show from the 80s over and over again, I can do that.
If I want to sit down and watch VR Troopers, which was the worst freaking show I've ever seen in my entire life, again and again and again, because it's terrible. Nothing about it is good. It is so campy and bad.
Why are you watching VR Troopers?
Because it has a bad boy 80s protagonist complete with motorcycle and motorcycle jacket.
Oh,
that's why. Why? Because I needed something for a for Tom to build something. And I was like, here you go. And then like I've not heard anything since.
I thought you just decided to rewatch it.
Yeah, it's there. It's there. Let me make sure I have the best campy 80s scene possible. You don't understand. I need to be alone. What's next?
Anime news still. So the singer of A Cruel Angel's Thesis pulled out of an anime concert because the ad used AI art.
Okay.
So the specific concert was the Ikebukuro Anime Philharmonic concert.
Okay.
Yeah, the singer of course is Yoko Takahashi. She was supposed to perform as part of it, but they apparently used AI art, and so she was a little bit of she didn't want to be associated with it, so she pulled out of the concert.
Gotcha.
So they've since hired an artist to redo all their ads. So
okay.
I'm kind of go both ways. Like I get the like, hey, this is a professional product. And you should support artists, but at the same time, I've had a lot of artists not get back to me on shit.
On a lot of shit. So
like,
I'm just
I have a deadline to meet. I need this shit now.
This is why whenever I have a project, I give the artist a month prior than like final deadline, so I can just go, fine, fuck it, let me just rush job this.
So it's frustrating. Like when you want to support the artist, but you support artists, but you can't like. A lot of artists have gotten so used to playing victim that you can't get them to work. I want to pay you.
I want to pay you to use your skills. All right, never mind.
All right.
That's where we are. Okay. So, well, my general feeling on this is whatever. I mean, good on you for standing on principle, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's at least like at least she's standing on principle and it's not just complaining and then complaining on one thing and then going back on another.
While we are A-okay with using AI to make funny musical things.
Lord.
Country Hoktui with Haley was great.
Lord. I was just like, I'm I have no word. I still have no words over our opening today.
Listen, be happy it was that and not Tom Petty in the club. Like I had choices. I had choices. Remember that.
Oh Lord.
All right.
Okay,
What
next up,
is next?
video game news.
What do we got in video game news? Oh yes. So this is so even though there are already mature games on Nintendo Switches, excuse me, on Nintendo Switch's Nintendo 64 app, they made it a mature only app so that they could put in other games. I think they put in Dinosaur Hunter and Perfect Dark Zero in here for Perfect Dark. What was
Yeah,
on that?
they did Turok and
Okay.
Perfect Dark.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So
With Perfect Dark having online multiplayer now.
woo. Which means
They've caught up to emulators.
No. Nintendo shut down all the other emulators. Now there's only
No, the emulators still exist.
don't
They shut
let
down ROM sites.
let them know.
But if you have, there are ways to use legal backups.
Don't let them know.
They can't
Nintendo
stop
will.
what's legal. Emulation is legal. Using legal backups is legal.
You
If
think
you own the
you
actual,
think
if you own the actual cartridge.
things being legal has ever stopped Nintendo from doing shit? Honestly. Anyway, so this is mostly a thing for adults to make sure that their kids aren't getting into weird stuff. Because this is of course a free app, but for you to go in and use this, if you have a parental lock on there, it will not let you download or turn it on unless you have the parental code on there first, which is nice. You know, now if they could just make sure no one's loading up, you know, one of my visual novels, we'd be good.
How it is really concerning how many visual novels are available for the Switch.
What's really concerning is how many are uncensored.
Yes.
I was like, whoa, it's only $2, and I do have $2. All right.
Like I remember playing. I remember having to download a patch for this when I bought it on Steam, and here it is in full uncensored glory.
Woo! All right, what's next?
Next up, still video game news. Sony's cutting their investment in VR development.
Yep. So Sony has cut nearly all current VR game projects they were working on down to 2. VR is not the future.
VR. I have a VR headset. It is a pain in the fucking ass.
VR is not. Most people don't have the room for VR. I said this before when I first saw VR. I'm like, this seems dumb. My very first thought was, this seems dumb. 1 and 2, like it makes me dizzy because my sense of balance says one thing and the screen says the other thing, and my fucking entire body goes no.
Yeah. There are uses for VR. There are uses for VR. It's better in like an arcade setting, in my opinion.
It is in general, especially for most games. If you want to do one of the social things, like the VR chat stuff, and be weird on there, that's fine. You can go be you know, Mario with brain damage.
Yeah.
You go ahead and do that.
Porn over there.
There's a surprising amount of sex dungeons in VR chat.
Yeah. It's scary.
It's not scary so much as it's just like, wow, why are there so many? Like,
I say it's scary, but it's not so much scary as in like you go on certain sites. It's like, why is the VR chat tag so popular? It's not so much popular; it's just the sheer amount of content that gets uploaded.
Yep. There's it's also easy to make content using that. I mean, look at HoloLive uses it pretty often for things.
Yeah.
And I think that one VTuber does all of her stuff strictly in the VR chat model.
Yeah.
Fillion. That's the one. The one that won't curse but keeps talking about these nuts. She's like, no, I am wholesome, no sex. Can you hold these? These what? These nuts? I thought, you got to make up your fucking mind, bitch.
You gotta make up your mind.
Uh,
It was Bebo who was trying really hard not to get these nutted.
yes, I said that. You're like, no. I'll go. Trust me, it was Bibu. It was Bibu. For like what 6 months she managed to take care of it.
Yeah, she managed to not get caught, and then
one day,
theater, you keep your guard down. Eventually, you can't keep your guard up forever.
Listen. It's like the IRA says, you gotta be lucky every time. I only gotta be lucky once. All right, what is next?
Tech news, but also government news. The FTC is suing Adobe.
This is for hidden fees and for making it incredibly difficult to cancel your software subscription. Now, I knew about how difficult it is to cancel an Adobe subscription. I know how difficult it is to change an Adobe subscription, because I've had an Adobe subscription for 7 years now.
Yeah,
like it's been a while, like 7, 8, 9, 10 years, a long time.
Yeah. When the advantages to me having a .edu address and it being really hard to change my Adobe subscription is I'm locked into the lower price.
See, I was also locked into the lower price until my .edu email was no longer valid, and then they like, hey, you need a new valid email. Like, fuck.
Yeah, now I gotta pay the full rate.
I'm like, I'm changing my subscription. You can't. What do you mean I can't? Like, I'm not paying you $200 for all this nonsense. I don't use half of it.
Yeah.
I use 4 out of these 12 programs.
And the frustrating thing is, like, of the programs I'm gonna need, like, I use 3, but they're in 3 different packages.
Yep.
I use Photoshop, I use Premiere, and I use Photoshop, I use Premiere, and I use Acrobat. Those are 3 different packages.
Yep. That's really annoying. So you have to get the master package, which has everything, which is stupid.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's annoying as shit.
Yep. See, I was using Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere, and not Flash. I think I was using Fireworks at the time, but Fireworks has since gone away.
Yeah.
So
Fireworks was pretty good back in the day, but
I could bang out a website freaking template in like an hour.
Yeah. Now you don't need it.
Mm-hmm. But there we are. So
once you get good enough to actually take full advantage of what's in Fireworks, you don't need it anymore.
Yep. It's annoying. So
you just need Notepad++.
So the FTC, seeing all these things and these hidden charges, has now taken it up against Adobe, because Adobe, as you were paying attention to last week's thing, was saying we can see all of your stuff, and the United States government went, time out. What?
Let's see what's going on.
Hey there, Mr. Monopoly. Let's discuss some shit.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can get you on. So, now this is not the first time that Adobe has been brought up to the FTC about hidden charges. They were brought up about the same thing about 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, but what happened then?
They paid a large fine, and the CEO was replaced.
One would have thought that they would have learned a lesson, but apparently not.
Listen, man, that was the last guy. I'm smarter than the last guy. No, you're
All right,
not.
so you gotta keep those recurring charges in to keep that stock price up. The stockholders love reoccurring revenue.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh
why
yeah.
everything's going to a subscription model.
Yep.
It's all about stock price and arrow go up.
Yeah, that's gonna stop working a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's the end of that. Any talk on Adobe?
Um Unfortunately they still makes like they still make some of the best tools, but it's like they're a fucking evil company.
Well, before they just bought everyone who made the best tools,
So yeah.
and now now everyone else can't keep up with them because they buy out everyone who can possibly do so.
I mean, there are better video editors than Premiere, but
Yeah,
I have yet to find a better I've yet to find better PDF software than Acrobat, especially for stuff I do for school.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
I use different video editing software than Premiere, but I'll tell you right now, After Effects. That's the last thing I use. If I had access to After Effects to make some really like badass like special effects, I'd use it.
yeah.
But I don't have
Um,
that.
for my job, a lot of the time I would use I haven't found an equivalent in the Black Magic software or anything else, although I'm sure it exists. The automated subtitle tool or the automated transcript tool in Premiere saved my ass a bunch of times.
I think I think
Especially when I'm
there's
like looking at body cam footage.
Mhm.
Like I don't have 3 hours to sit and watch this bullshit, but I can hit create transcript and I can see exactly when shit happens and what's important.
I think Phil Mora's editor has an AI speech to text thing. I have to go and check it though.
I have to check that because that would be fan fucking tastic.
Yeah, but anyway, what is next? And Phil
Um,
Mora is also a Mac software, so that'd be good on you.
that would that'd be great. Um, gotta use multiple. Gotta can't be bound to just one platform.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Gotta
what
use
is
Macs
next?
and PCs. Let's see. Still tech news. Finally, the U.S. is banning Kaspersky software.
I thought this was already done.
This wasn't. You could still acquire it in the U.S.
Okay. So do you want to give people the rundown on Kaspersky for those who weren't paying attention?
So Kaspersky used to make extremely good antivirus. In fact, I used to recommend it to people back 20 years ago, back when I was in high school. The problem is well, they kind of got infiltrated by the Russian company, so they kind of got a little bit infiltrated by the Russian government, which they tried to stay independent, but well, they're in Russia. And then the 2014 invasion in Ukraine happened, and things really got hot between Russia and the United States. And so the pressure really came on Kaspersky to bow to FSB pressure, and it still detects other non FSB created viruses, but it lets a lot of things slip through that the Russian government wants to slip through, and in a lot of ways acts as a backdoor for the FSB.
Yep.
So it's essentially spyware pretending to be antivirus, and it sucks because this was one of the best. Kaspersky Labs was one of the best cybersecurity companies in the world,
Yep.
and
But
not entirely their fault. They've been corrupted.
war happens.
Yeah, shit happens.
All right.
Yeah.
So there we are. So the U.S. finally said, "Hey, we can't be having this."
Yeah. This used to be like this was so good that it was installed on U.S. government computers.
Wow.
That's how good Kaspersky antivirus was.
Okay.
But I'm just like, wait a minute, we can't be having this.
All right. What is
But that was
what is?
also the era. That was also the era where you would get NRO launches on fucking Soyuzes and Protons.
All right. What is our last story?
And our last story, speaking of rocket launches, Boeing's had a bad day.
Boeing's had a bad couple of months.
Bad pump. So Boeing, maker of the 737, also maker of the Starliner, had their first manned launch of the Starliner indefinitely delayed because of propulsion data. They kept on they had a couple of scrub launches for their first manned launch. And NASA decided enough's enough. We're gonna look over the data of the last test and figure out what the hell's going on.
Gotcha.
So this was the rival to the Falcon 5.
Well,
The Falcon 5's been launching people for a while now.
yeah.
And or rather not the Falcon 5, not the Falcon 5, the Dragon capsule. The Starliner is the capsule. The rocket is the Atlas 5. And the Atlas 5 is a good platform. The problem with the Atlas 5 is it uses Russian engines. And so, the last Atlas 5 launches are going to be the initial Starliner test launches until the next gen ULA rocket gets off the ground, which is still waiting for engines because they went with Blue Origin for engines.
Blue Origin hasn't been keeping deadlines for a while now.
Yeah. They do have engines though to actually build the first couple of Vulcans, from what I heard. But they're like a decade behind on deadlines. That is fucking ridiculous.
I'm just saying, just SpaceX just keeps making rockets and send them into space and secretly making a bunch of cell satellites and sending them into space. That alarmed the entire world. Like, wait a minute, what? What are you doing? Cell satellites? Why? To talk.
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean why? Because I have this other thing called Starlink. I'm trying to get off the ground, and you guys are all being fuckers. So
the beautiful thing about one of the things that has made SpaceX a success is Starlink, because they have a full launch roster that is profitable, that they can have a way because Starlink, they use cheap satellites that constantly need replaced.
Mm-hmm.
They're in such a low Earth orbit that they're going to get destroyed by space trash, but they're cheap to deploy. So they've gotten it to a point where they can launch cheaply, and they can replace the satellites quickly enough that they're always going to have a full constellation. But they can also they can also launch bigger shit as well as launch satellites.
Yep. No,
launch Starlink satellites. So they always have capacity available, but they always have stuff going up.
Yep, and Starlink also just launched less than $1,000 new setup that is about the same size as a backpack. And I'm like, that is meant for people who are going I don't know, the middle of the woods or something. People who want to have a Starlink in their cabin that's small.
Yeah. Well, they already had a small setup that the Ukrainian army was using.
Yeah, this is smaller.
In fact, they actually part of what freaked us out was they were starting to use the setups that the Ukrainian army was using was cheap enough that they were starting to put them in naval drones to take out Russian ships.
No.
and that freaked Musk out because he was like, "Okay, Ukraine deserves to exist, so I'm going to give them Starlink for free." But this could actually escalate now.
Like, you guys are screwing up stuff here. No good. Stop it. All right.
So that's our last
Yeah,
article.
yeah.
We didn't have a lot this week, but that's because
A lot of
it
stuff
was
was
a
going
little
on.
bit of a slow week, and well, we were backed up from last week.
Yep, and it was also just generally it's summertime, so outside of like the summertime games or the summertime gaming schedule, nothing's really going on.
Yeah,
But I am down to 2 panels for Otakon,
as am I.
so it's like woo. I'm sad. I'm sad. They cut the one I really want to do.
Same.
They
I
cut.
got
They
the
cut.
ones I wanted to do, and it's just like it's stuff that I would enjoy doing, but
I mean, I will still enjoy the other ones, but like these are the newer ones where the structure has been completely changed out for how we used to do things. This is the stuff where people go, that was a great panel. Panel should always be done this way. I go, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Like this is Darren unhinged. This is Darren working on shit at 3 a.m. going, I hate life. I hate you. I hate life. This is Darren going, if anyone works for these companies, I will not blame you for sending me a cease and desist. Looking at you, Biden terrorist campaign. God, my poor neck. But yeah, that is kind of it. What is your plan for the weekend?
I'm
Besides get
going.
home.
I'm getting back home to Ohio tomorrow. Finally. I got a paper to write this week. I'm probably going to die in my non-AC apartment, although it's going to be 80s for a couple of days.
You don't have like a little window AC?
I'm not allowed to have a window AC.
Oh,
I'm
what
going
the
to have a
fuck?
portable AC, but those are more expensive and poor college student.
Mm.
What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to go to a bookstore and do a lot of my work.
I mean, that works. Or go to the library. That's usually cool.
Yeah, go to the library. Work a little bit there. Go to the library at school. Work a little bit there. Go to the bookstore. Have a cup of coffee.
I am exhausted. Ugh. I woke up like 4 hours before my alarm. I got like maybe 4 hours in of sleep, and I woke up. I used the bathroom. I laid back down. I'm like, I'm in the sweat spot. I had to like
Ew.
move to the other side of the bed.
Ew.
I was like, pull out the other blanket, lay, passed back out. Woke up when my alarm went off. Got up, used the bathroom, brushed my teeth, went back to my bed and went, nah, I'm taking a nap.
Yeah.
I'm just exhausted from work. Like I don't know what it is, but everyone is just on my last nerve. I think it's the heat. That's some crazy.
Probably. I've kind of had a bad week. I'm still in Virginia because I had more car trouble. It's hopefully fixed.
What's funny is it was fixed and then it wasn't fixed like 2 days later. I'm like, okay, that's. I mean, someone didn't fix shit. Someone just reset a thing.
So it was two separate issues, but I came in like saying like I have these lights on, but I had these lights on, but they went off. Hopefully I'm going to have you do a state inspection because hopefully you find it. But can you do it? Can you do a diagnostic to find out what this shit is?
Mm-hmm.
And they just started with the state inspection and they found a new issue. And they just assumed that issue was causing the lights. Which I'm glad they found that issue because had that issue not gotten fixed, I would have died. A broken axle is not something you want on a vehicle.
No, that's generally not. Generally not.
So they fixed that shit, and then I get up to highway speed. I'm literally on the way back to Ohio, and my dashboard lights up like a Christmas tree again. And I go straight back, and I throw a fit, and it's like, well, we were supposed to do the diagnostic. We'll do the diagnostic, and they find a new issue. Like, well, it's a new issue, so we it's a new issue. We have to. We're not gonna. It's not under warranty. It's like, what do you mean it's not under warranty? It's a new issue. Fucking hell! I could have bought a new. It was $5,000 in fucking repairs.
Jesus.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Nope. I had the roommate rush, which was fun. You heard about that, and then fucking everything else. I am just exhausted, and then like I finally got everything together, and then I'm like, okay, cool. And this week has just been dumbest. There was a point where I looked at this and said, "Oh, there's a configuration issue here. Can you give me the MAC address for this?" The guy goes off to something else. No, I need the MAC address for this thing right here.
Right here.
Like this thing. It goes off. I go, no, listen to me. I need the MAC address for this one thing, please. And then I can fix this. We can get off the phone, and I can go have lunch. Like I want to get off the phone with you because I can't stand you, but I want to get off the phone with you. So
I'll get off the phone with you. So the sooner I get off the phone with you, the happier both of us are.
Yeah, the happier everyone is. And he goes, no, like okay, yeah, but I'm just saying, like I know I can see the issue. All right, you can't see the back end. I can see the back end. I'm looking at it. I can see it. I'm looking at it. I just need to confirm what I'm changing is the correct piece of equipment. Like I have an idea. I'm pretty sure I'm right. I'm looking right at it, but I need to confirm because everyone else is correct, but this one is not, and I'm assuming this is the issue. Can you give me the MAC address for this? He would not give it to me. It drove me up the wall.
Jesus Christ.
You were on that phone call for 58 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know why anyone calls in for technical support, and then when the tech guy goes, hey, can you give me this one thing? I think I believe I found the issue. Can you please give this to me? Well, how do you know? How do I know? I'm looking at it. I don't understand people. I don't understand people. I think that I'm correct. You're not. You want to know what I did? I changed the configuration on that thing, and then I went to lunch. I did I gave up. I gave up on confirming. I went, yeah, fuck it. Do boop.
This just popped in my email.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're interested in learning Japanese,
I'm doing Japanese on Duolingo right now.
From the Japan shop, Learn Japanese with Stories series is on sale for $30.
No, thank you.
Where you read story and listen to the audio and learn that way.
No, thank you. I learn best by ordering food. I learn best when money's involved or various things, or when I have to do my problem is getting the conversational because like the whole Desu 2. Well, I'm like fuck. Where does why is this making
the problem is in Tokyo? Like in Tokyo, like I started to learn stuff, and then I realized I could get by with like 5 words.
Yes.
Kore. Kore. Onegaishimasu.
I was like, okay.
And then I got the biggest pin in my stomach was I got you speak good Japanese for just arigato gozaimasu. It's like, yeah, I didn't earn this.
I did not earn this. Arigato gozaimasu. Arigato gozaimasu. Okay, thank you. I was just like, Why are you like? That's very polite. Thank you, thank you. My problem is this. My problem will always be this: is that there's a lot of weird grammar structure with Japanese.
It's very contextual, which is weird, but it's also like
It's all contextual.
it's also ass backwards.
Yeah,
Or excuse me, it's I say ass backwards compared to English, but English is fucking hard.
but I grew up with English and Spanish, so
Yeah, you grew up with Western languages.
my problem is this starts at the beginning, not at the end.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck. And my problem with Duolingo is they put 6 different names in the thing, and I'm like, so like I won't be paying attention. I'm like, yeah. I like, okay, that means I'm Hannah. Good night. Wrong. What did I get wrong? It's I'm Ken. God damn it! Why is there? Like, I wasn't paying attention to what the fucking name was. I was paying attention to the everything else. The name didn't fucking matter. It could have been named for all I care. Oh God.
Well, anywho, you got anything out this weekend? Or
No, I'm waiting on some Temu stuff. I was.
What you get from Timo?
I'm gonna show you my incorrect Nagatoro sticker.
Oh,
because I can't show you the other one.
Oh no, you can't show me. I know you got. You can't show the Fudo one on stream.
No, I cannot. But I also got a bunch of wall scrolls too to pretty up the house.
Do I want to show the stickers I've ordered and forgot about?
If you want, but I got the I also got a bunch of Ahigo lewd stickers as well.
Lord, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Except she's pointing at her armpit. That's lewd.
I did not notice that until I got it. I was like, "Fuck!" I thought I was just getting Nagatoro in her bikini, and I was very happy about it. I was like, "Oh, sweet." Her sports swimsuit that she wears. You know that manga finally finished.
What, the Nagatoro manga?
Yep.
I heard something about that.
Her and Senpai are now dating. All right, I'm not sure if you can see that.
It's breaking up.
Come on, you can do it.
No, it's not. Okay, I can sort of see it.
I got Shion in a bikini.
Bikini.
And I got a bunch of the high school DxD girls. And some cheaply made anime figurines.
Nice.
I thought like one of them. I thought what I was getting was Bunny Girl Senpai. I looked again and went, oh no, wait, this is one of the girls from to Love Room.
So in my truck, ready to go home, I got a Fee figure that Neil got me from Japan.
Nice.
That I need to find a place for, and then I got a figure of what's her face, the main character of Your Name. Me too.
I don't. Okay.
And then I got these stickers, not from Temu.
Yep.
Anime girls and not in racing jackets. So,
see, I am waiting on
show Saber.
It's difficult.
Is this I recognize this. I don't know I forget who this is, but
oh, that's Ozma from Blue Archive. The Halo gives away. It's one of the it's the maid girl. I showed you her intro where she just sits on top of you.
Yeah.
The special wallpaper. Yep.
I believe this is Asuna in a Daryl Waltrip jacket.
Yep. That's
and then Fiernan in a Jim Jams jacket.
Fiernan, yep. And then you have your last one is a girl from Arc.
Yeah,
her.
I've got more in here.
Okay.
I've got Hatsune Miku and what would it doesn't have their team, but I think this is Hatsune Miku and Kevin Harvick jacket.
Maybe, I can't tell.
I think it's got the NASCAR champion with the NASCAR Cups patch with the champion below, so that would be Kevin Harvick. What's weird is I can recognize the drivers more than I recognize the characters. Like, I have no idea who this is, but it's Denny Hamlin's jacket.
Looks familiar. I'm sure if I saw it without the disappearing face, I'd probably have an easier time with it.
This is what's her name from Chainsaw Man, but I believe this is Martin Truex Jr., an early Martin Truex Jr. jacket. Because it's PK Racing.
No, that's not from Chainsaw Man. That's Steins Gate.
Oh, no wonder I still recognize. Well, I recognized her. She got the series wrong.
Yep.
I think the Saber, whatchamacallit, what's her jacket? What's his face? Why am I blanking on him? He's one of the heels in NASCAR.
Dale Earnhardt?
No. Originally placed Tony Stewart before he moved over to Penske. What is his fucking name? Plays Tony Stewart. Oh, what is his name? Logano. It's Saber wearing a Logano jacket. It's like, no, Saber would not be a Joey Logano fan.
Are you sure? Because there is that Saber alter.
But it's a regular Saber wearing a Joey Logano jacket.
In the thing where when she gets drunk, she only turns to normal Saber when she sees Shiro.
Saber alter might like Joey Logano, but no. Joey Logano is chaotic neutral at best. Saber is lawful good.
Yeah, that's what we call it.
Logano most of the time is chaotic evil. He and Kyle Busch.
What was I saying? With the yeah. What's funny is the package I got was the last one I ordered. I ordered three different packages. Like one day,
the first two?
I'm running it on the first two, and I'm like, and the first one has my anime girl feet stickers, and then like the other one has my asses and boob stickers.
Boobs.
I'm like, damn it. Why do I need these? For reasons. The most important thing is this. That I'm making a Huck Toy 2024 spit on that thing trucker hat. So you guys can let people know what you will vote for.
Oh Lord.
I'm still angry. They took away the tentacle one. I wanted to do the tentacle one. I did. Now we will never know.
No, we'll never know.
Oh well.
Anyhow,
everyone, have yourself a good night. What do we want to end on? Pick something.
I'm feeling a little bit of rock.
Do I have anything rock? Let's see here.
Yes, you do. You've got Haruri.
No, I took that one off.
You took that off, you bastard!
It's too long. What was this one?
Not tomorrow.